Hi, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're back to my YouTube channel, you're watching on my YouTube channel, and welcome if you're watching directly on LinkedIn, Facebook or Twitter. Just a quick heads up, so this is only going to be a couple of minutes. I'm going to put out two videos on the grey man concept. There was a post put on LinkedIn, if you're watching this and you're on LinkedIn, there was a post put out about covert protection. I commented on that, a lot of people did. I put out a post, a written post on LinkedIn regarding the grey man concept, and I'm going to put out two different videos about the grey man concept. One in relation to the LinkedIn post, not specifically that post, but to close protection, with the grey man concept within close protection, specifically for covert protection and protective surveillance. How that works with the grey man concept. People, even if you look at that post from last week, covert protection didn't really fit in with the words. The photo didn't really fit in with the words covert protection, did it? If you saw that, by the way. The other concept which I want to look at, and I'm going to keep these two, this is why I want to keep these two separate. Covert protection and protective surveillance of what we do as professionals within a professional security environment. The other concept for the grey man is where I get all this stuff from YouTube, on my YouTube feed, from, let's call it, the general members of the public who are preppers. Now, I've got a foot in each camp. I'm a prepper. I've been a prepper for over 30 odd years, and I've been in the close protection industry for over 30 odd years. So I've got a foot in each camp. I've upset people in the past with what I've said in the close protection industry about the grey man concept. And I'm probably going to upset people again when I put this next video out. And I'm definitely going to upset people in the prepping community from what I'm seeing there. And what I am still seeing in both camps, in the prepping camp and the close protection camp, is a lack of any critical analysis of myths that have been generated. And we see this, and I've talked about this, and I've written about this, especially from an instructor point of view. Things are said on CP courses that must be true. Yep, so let's just regurgitate the same old shit without giving it a second thought. And we're seeing that again if you're in the prepping community. I've watched videos from 5 years ago, 10 years ago to a month ago. Nothing's changed. Same shit's been regurgitated without a second thought. And a lot of it is absolute bullshit as well. So, be prepared for me to be upsetting people again in both camps, and fortunately, I am in both camps, which I'm pleased to say, nothing unfortunate about that. I'm a prepper and I work in the close protection industry as well. Let me ask you this though, I'll put these videos out over the next 3 or 4 or 5 days. The grey man concept, if you're just let's call it, you're a member of the public, I'm a member of the public, forget my job, forget close protection and everything like that. What's your concept of the grey man? What do you think that is? And I'm going to really go into it on the prepping side and the close protection side. And I'm only going to do 15-minute videos, but I'm also going to do a workshop in either the end of this month or next month on how not to become the grey man. And I'll explain that when I do the videos. But what's your thoughts on this? What is your understanding of this grey man concept? Feel free to comment below wherever you're watching this. If you're a member of the public, you have no idea, you have some idea, you're a prepper, you work in the close protection industry, how do you think that fits in with what you're doing, either as a member of the public or in a professional context? So let's just have a look at what that is specifically to you. What's your understanding of it? How does it work? What do you know of it? And I'll be doing about a 15-minute video on each one, which is definitely not enough time, but I will be doing the workshop. And when I do these videos, I'll put links to where you can sign up for the workshops below. But to me, it's really interesting how nothing evolves. And people just spout loads of shit because They've heard somebody else say it, so it must be true. They've heard an instructor say it, it must be true. What's your idea about it? What's your thoughts? You know, are you the grey man? That'll be interesting. So just a short video, 5 minutes long, just a quick heads up, and I'll put these out on my YouTube channel. I'll put it on LinkedIn, I'll put it on Twitter, I'll put it on Facebook, so you can pick it up wherever you you find your social media. In the meantime, stay dangerous. My name's Rock Higgins, Viper Tactical Training.